What's up, peeps and fellow geeks? I'm back. I have some time, so I'm going to try and get as much of this done as I can. Now that I have test boot, know everything works fine, time to tear some of this apart. I'm not going to take it all apart, the motherboard, everything, all that's fine. I'm just going to unplug everything, make some room, and yeah, just start tearing this apart. Really excited to get this thing put together. Do believe I have someone that is interested in it, which is awesome. You know, nothing's ever definite, but you never know. Alright. Something new for me with this is there's going to be a lot of RGB, and the RGB I'm dealing with this time is just a hair different than what I'm used to dealing with. I mean, I'll get through it. You guys will probably get bored, but you know, that happens. Oh man, I can't get this out of here. Alright, so I gotta try and get this AIO out so it's easier to get to the rest of the stuff. Plus I want to try and reposition this to the front of the case. I don't know if the previous owner didn't do it for whatever reason, but there's a removable panel down here. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. If it don't work, then maybe I'll just slide it down so the hoses are out of the way of the pump. Oh, okay. Alright. Access to the screws for the AIO. Really want this out of the way because I know I'm going to knock it or let it fall on the floor. Something stupid. There we go. Now I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm just going to ramble on. Some of the hardware in here I've never gotten to use before. Like this 360mm AIO. This is awesome. Lee & Lee is a very high quality manufacturer of computer parts. And to be able to mess around with this is really cool. The motherboard in here is another high-end board by Asus, I think. And it's a Strix model. Strix are the high-end models. So yeah, this is stuff's just fun for me. It takes time. That's why I'm doing the video that I'm doing. Show you how much time it actually takes. This could go a little quicker if I had some, an electric screwdriver. Ooh, almost lost that screw. It's really crappy. I can't play music while I do this. Guess I could wear earbuds. It's not like I'm actually going to get a verbal response from someone. Actually, I'm kind of curious. I think I'm just going to loosen this up a hair more. See if it'll slide around in here. Do want to make sure there's enough room at the rear of the case because I am going to be adding a bunch of bands, make sure they all match. Plus it would give a little more black and white contrast because the fans I'm going to be putting in are black. I did find this hub that should have let me connect at least 6 fans together. Loosen one of the screws. There we go. We slide. Oh, we do slide. We will go all the way to the back of the case. Good to know. I put a 120 mil fan in here. Really thinking the front of the case is going to be the way to go. I actually have no idea how to remove this panel. I might have to look something up. And now that that's almost, I might as well do this too. Check the thermal paste application on the processor. Plus I can get the AIO completely out of my way. I should probably pop the GPU out as well just because. I do like this retention system. Super easy to use. So I'm not sure what you're supposed to grab this by actually. I can't see the hooks to get them to let go. Yeah, so a lot of this is trial and error for me because like I said, I have never messed with an AIO before like this. I have done water builds, custom water loop. I've only done one, to be truthful, but still custom nonetheless. Alright, well, a little bit of thermal paste. Probably could have used a little bit more. I don't know if the camera can actually pick that up, but black cables on a white AIO. Come on, me and Lee, really? Guess some of the newer models now actually have these cables which are powering the pump and the fan control running through the sleeves or through the tubing. Alright, pop these last couple of screws out, get this AIO out of the way. If I go silent for a while, I apologize. I've never made a video this long. Like I said, I'm just going for it. I want to get this thing done so I can show it to the potential buyer and hopefully they buy it. So I don't have to post it online and wait. I've watched enough videos to know to grab it before you pull the last screw out though. Fan wires, oh. Yeah, I do believe there was a hub in here, because there's really no way to manage all of these wires without some sort of a hub. Alright, so I'm going to get the radiator out of the way for now. Alright, now I can actually get to this plug. Makes it so much easier. Alright, power supply out of the way. Actually, I think I can leave the GPU in here. I've already confirmed through the BIOS that it is a 5600X. There is 32 gigs of RAM, two 16 gigabyte sticks, RGB. Actually, you know what? I think I am going to pull the motherboard out, pull these fans off, give the case a wipe down. It is a little dusty inside. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'll feel better. Disassembling a computer is fairly easy, and actually, instead of sliding this thing around, I can slide it around on this. Hopefully I'm not breaking any cables. Alright, so now all you do is find the screws, and I can't really see anything because they're black on black. These things come in really handy. Oh, that helps a lot. Just loosening the screws up, and then I'll jink the graphics card out of the way. If I can get this in there. There we go. Thank goodness for magnetic tips. I also have never had one of these GPUs. My GPU is a little newer than this. I have a 3080 Ti. This is a 3050, which I believe is on par with like a 1660 Super. I'd have to double check, but I think they're pretty close to performance. I used to have a 1660 Super as well. It was an awesome graphics card. Pop the little clip down. I do like the fact that this is reinforced. It's actually got metal around the slot that this goes in. Am I stuck on? There we go. You know, these things are just, they're just so freaking cool. Okay, a few more screws, the motherboard will pop right out. And if I do leave the room for anything, I will pause the camera. But if I'm in this room doing something, I will record it as it pertains to this computer. Oh my goodness, he has like different screws in every... Totally setting my OCD off that they're not the same screws. Oop. Is that everybody? Nope, one more. Nope, two more. Give this processor a clean. Give the back of the AIO pump head a clean. Apply some fresh thermal paste. One more. Show you guys this motherboard. This thing is it's a really nice looking motherboard. Alright, usually pretty safe to grab motherboards by their heat sinks. I'm gonna make sure I got all the screws, or is it just that nubbin holding it in? I think it's just the nubbin. Yeah. Wow, this thing is heavy. Holy crap. There's our dirty processor. A little bit of rubbing alcohol. Otherwise, everything's really nice and clean. Just gonna set this aside for now. Alright, pull these last two fans out. And give the case a quick wipe down. Oh, you know, why it's so dark in here? I forgot to turn on the overhead light. That helps a lot. I really do need to get an electric screwdriver. Oh, looks like this panel pops off pretty easy. 2 screws up here in the front. I should be able to get the AIO down in here. I think this is going to look really good. Cable extensions, same fans, sticking with the white and black aesthetic. I think it's going to turn out really nice. Oh, hey, see? Hold on to things when you're unscrewing them. No screw. Kind of weird he gave me these fans with it, unless he just didn't want them. I do have a small fan hub just to test the fans themselves, make sure they work. And I'm going to light them all up before I actually put them in the case. Since I already have the power supply out, all I got to do is hook a power cord to it. And they have this thing called the jumper. You just stick it in the 24 pin. And the power supply thinks it is plugged into a motherboard, and you can power things off of it. Alright, fans are out-ish. Gotta figure out where the wires are. Oh. Oh wow, really? Holy crap. Alright. So they're tucked behind here. These are drive cages, 3.5 inch, 2.5. Looks like you can 3 plus there's another 2 trays here you can hold. These are also usable up front. You can put them down over the power supply if you want them visible. They do make RGB SATA drives, so I get it. I'm just going to take all these out. See, this case is actually configurable in a couple of different ways. It is currently set up for water cooling. Let me redirect these and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So hopefully these fans are okay. I've actually used a bunch of V-True fans and they work perfectly fine. A little rattly. Alright, stick those off to the side. Anyway, what I was saying about this case, this panel can actually be removed. The other version of this case, it shows a solid panel here. But this is meant for mounting reservoirs and the like for water cooling. Oh, okay. Everything's out. Need to remove this so I can see if this AIO is going to fit. Hard thing is remembering where all these screws go. Alright, easy enough. So if we put you up here, alright, so that'll work out just fine. Keep the fans on the inside since the front of this case is a solid panel. So 3 fans here. I'll do 3 fans across the top and another fan in the back. Alright, got a game plan. Alright, first order of business, however, oh, don't knock all the screws on the floor. That is the first order of business. Okay. You know, you think you have all the room in the world until you have no room at all. Okie dokie. Alright, I am going to step out. I need to go get something to wipe this down with. I'll be back. Alright, I have returned. Got some wipes. Give the case a quick wipe down. The not so glamorous side of flipping PCs. But, you know, the end products are so cool. And they can do so much more than play games. Oh, I noticed painting this kind of chip's kind of easy. Kind of wish I had a vertical GPU mount and a extension cable for this. It'd be pretty cool to be able to vertically mount the GPU so you could actually see the face of it and the fans. This is not very bad at all. Very minor dust. I have definitely seen worse cases. Don't know if I'm going to get all this done tonight. I'll most likely pick it back up in the morning after I get some sleep. But I'll basically pick up where I leave off tonight. Oof. Well, maybe I'll work on this while I'm having coffee in the morning. I'm really excited to get this done. Alright. Oh God, I killed it. Oh boy, boy. I am really my own worst worst enemy sometimes. Give the back side a wipe down, give the cables a wipe down. And a little bit of dirt on the cables. Alright. Really? Alright, I think that's okay. Give the rest of the case a wipe down before I put it all back together. Apparently it's possible to order new ones of these. Well, at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. Okay. Oh. I never did check to see if that AIO will actually reach the motherboard. Or it might be going right back up top. So if you're all the way up here, maybe. Oh boy, I don't know. I have to put the board in to see. Hey, that worked really well. I'm not sure if this is removable or not. I would have to look at a manual. Alright, well, I'm just going to set the motherboard back in place. See where the tubing and stuff falls. Of course, nothing is going to cooperate. Come on, cooperate. Thank you. Used to having a cooler to grab onto to set it in place. It's kind of weird without one. Alright, I'm on the nubbin. So it looks like it is possible. Alright, so I might take some jiggery to get the hoses to do what I want them to do so I can get the fans up top as well. But at least I know that works. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it for tonight. I'll pick this back up in the morning. Might as well clean them while I got this out. Should usually use alcohol, still might. Alright. Alright everyone, we will pick this up in the morning.